Hi, this is about some hardboard siding that I had on my garage that was in disrepair, had water damage, hadn't been painted regularly, and so it suffered greatly. It was coming apart. So first thing you do is scrape a little bit, get some of the paint off of the areas that are loose paint. You can turn that brush over and scrape it a little bit. You don't want to scrape it real heavy, but just get some of the loose flakes off. Hardboard siding is basically like a pressed cardboard. It's glued together. And so in order to make this repair, you just get one of these foam paintbrushes, a yogurt plastic cup, and some Elmer's Carpenter's wood glue. That's the yellow glue. Just squeeze some of that yellow glue right there in the cup, and what we want to do is dilute it with some water. It's almost half and half, but you want to try maybe not so much water at first. You just want to get something so that it runs fairly well. You take that brush and you're going to go out and we're going to just dab it so that that glue that's been diluted will soak in. You want to do it twice, maybe even 3 times. So you let it dry and you come back and you do it again. You want to put at least maybe 2 or 3 coats on there because it is thin glued. I found out that that piece of siding was really just deteriorated so bad I had to replace this section. So you want to mark your saw line. I want to stay right flush with that window. You want a thin saw. This is a thin saw, and you want to cut down. So I'm cutting on the downstroke, just pushing it up, cutting down on the downstroke because it's tight. Do the other side. Then you want to mark where your nail holes are, the existing nails. Here we have 3 nails. Just put a circle around those, and we take a hammer and pry bar. It's a thin, fairly thin pry bar. Pry up under there, then loosen the nail head so you can just get a bite, pull that nail out. Come up under again, pull it out slightly, and just tamp the board back in to expose the head and pull it out. Now again, we want to apply that glue after we've removed that piece. Apply the glue really well, just saturate it. Again, do this 2 or 3 times. We need to cut another piece. We mark the thickness, the width of that board. The length of the board is not going to be accurate here since we had to cut it out.
So I measured the inside window down, and I found that it was 37 1/4 inches.
Yep. So we measured. Now we're going to get the exact length marked here on this piece of wood. Duplicate it. You want to use your square to get good square lines because we're going to use these lines to cut it. Double check. Make sure your saw blade is just coming through the other side because that gives you more control. So we cross cut and finish. We're going to try to fit, and it's a good snug fit. Now we want to use the old piece to find out where the studs are, and there's the hole, so we mark where the stud is. Again, use the hole to give us the center location of the studs. We're going to get a drill that's somewhat smaller than the nail, and let's drill a pilot hole because this hardboard is pretty tough to start a nail. This makes it easier as long as we drill with a smaller drill bit. Now we're going to put caulking on each end of this new board. It's a little bit of caulking there. White silicone caulking. We'll put one side in, then the other side will just go up. It's a good fit. Now we'll use the holes there. We'll put nails in, drive them up. The other side, and there we have it. We'll use some good silicone caulking, fill that hole real well. You can just use your finger, spread it lightly, and smooth it out somewhat. And it's ready for paint. Put a good paint on there. Of course, let that dry, everything dry, maybe a couple hours before we paint. And right now we're just going to get one coat of paint on this area, and of course we'll be coming back when we paint the whole garage for the finish.